Millions of Americans are still out of work. Companies are looking to hire, but many of them are unable to match up. The National Federation of Independent Businesses says more than 40% of business owners are struggling to fill those open positions. One reason is that these jobs just do not offer enough money. There is a push, though, to pass a law to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. And today, some local lawmakers took on a different role to show their support.
Kay Kennedy tells me she's been working in the service industry since she was 16.
Which means since I was a 16-year-old girl, I've been using tips to pay my bills.
And now she's sharing that experience with New York State Assembly members Monica Wallace and Jonathan Rivera. Both lawmakers rolled up their sleeves at Spot Coffee downtown on Monday to highlight what they say is the importance of raising subminimum wage in New York State.
When we are ordering food and they're serving us a really nice fancy meal, they go home and many of them rely upon food stamps to feed their own families, and that should not happen.
According to One Fair Wage, currently the subminimum wage for a tipped worker is $7.35 an hour. In Buffalo, it's slightly higher at $8.35 an hour. Tipped workers are allowed to keep their tips. But many say those tips aren't enough, and they're not consistent, especially in a post-pandemic world. The group One Fair Wage says it did a lengthy study which found 83% of New Yorkers surveyed reported tips have decreased since the COVID-19 pandemic, and 59% of New Yorkers surveyed reported tips have decreased by at least 50% since the pandemic.
And we've allowed ourselves to believe that tips is enough, but tips aren't enough.
As we continue to reopen our economy, there's no better time now.
New York's fair wage bill is still in the state assembly at this point.